an aspiring agent, or just someone chasing a bigger vision, this one's for you. So Amy, thank you for being here with us and being on the podcast. Now let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So, what was life like for you growing up? What shaped your ambition?
I had actually a beautiful life. I had my mom and my dad, my siblings. Like, we had a beautiful life.
Yeah.
I didn't have like struggle growing up. My parents didn't let us see the struggle, I guess. So, but when it came to my ambition, I have to go back to like my dad and his roots, because my dad, being an immigrant, he started in the orange fields and slowly moved up in the scale. He was a title officer, started as a paper pusher, and became the vice president of the company. So,
oh wow,
yeah, so just his hustle.
Yeah. Would you say, well, who made the biggest difference in your life early on, and why? Would you say it's your dad?
Well, my dad and my mom. You know, my mom, she was the nurturer, and like her ethics, her loyalty, that impacted me. Her love to God, that was like huge. And then seeing my dad work, he would be at work prior to me waking up and not get home until like 7 p.m. at night, have dinner with us, and then get back to work. You know, so seeing that also, like, that's why our work ethic is the way it is for myself and my siblings.
Yeah. And do you remember what he would say? Like, what was it like working in the fields?
Hard. He got paid 50 cents an hour, you know.
Wow.
So, but that was like the time, and that was what they got paid. And when he had the opportunity to like learn English, he did, because there was a company that was teaching people English at 50 cents an hour. It was like a program that was going on, and he took advantage of that to get out of the field, making 50 cents an hour doing that, or learn English and get paid the same amount. So he did that, and that company is the one who hired him on with that title company.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's crazy.
All right. What was the first win in your real estate journey that made you believe this was your calling?
My first win would be my brother trusting me to help him sell and buy. Like, I had absolutely no experience, and for him to trust me with his investment, like, I always call him my lucky charm, because he trusted me when I had zero experience, you know? So that was a huge win, and that helped me believe in myself.
Yes. I mean, and what did he tell you when you first approached him to be your first client, or how was that interaction?
It wasn't bad. Like, he just like told me what he wanted to do. He told me what house he wanted, and I got a mentor, right? I had a mentor, somebody that helped me through the transaction. I didn't do it alone, and because he saw that I had somebody by my side to help me, he just went with it. He just trusted me. Yeah.
Was there a moment in real estate when you wanted to walk away? And what helped you push through it?
There wasn't a moment. There hasn't been a moment for me to want to walk away. I had no other choice but to win when I came to real estate, because I was going through a hardship at that time. So I had to figure it out.
You think just having that pressure is what made you figure it out and become successful?
Yes, for sure. I had no other choice. I was working full-time at Kaiser, and it just wasn't enough at the time. So was there anything that happened at Kaiser that might have just made you go the entrepreneurial route? Yes, like I didn't have freedom, you know. I wasn't there for everything for my kids. I couldn't take all the vacations with my family. I just had everything at Kaiser is seniority based. So if you don't have seniority, you don't get the time off, right? So that was another encouraging part to want to do this. But I honestly, at the time when I first got into real estate, I never thought I was going to leave Kaiser. I thought it was just going to be my part-time, like an extra hustle. Because I had a really beautiful job. I was an optician for 15 years, and it was beautiful.
I mean, when you were clocking in and out of Kaiser, and you already had your mindset on real estate, like, what was going through your head when you were at work and you really wanted to do this, like, did you have any internal thoughts or anything that you would coach yourself in, or
I just knew that as soon as I walked into Kaiser, everybody was going to know that I was a realtor.
Oh, okay.
You know, so they were going to know that if they ever needed to buy or sell, that they don't have to look outside of Kaiser, that they have Amy, and Amy can help them. So I leveraged Kaiser.
Was there a lot of people supporting you in that aspect, or?
Yeah, my department was pretty supportive. Nice. Yeah. Or they would tell me what the realtor in their neighborhood was doing. Like there's this guy that comes every weekend, no matter what. So, and a lot of people used him. So they would tell me encouraging things, or ask me, how many escrows do you have? You know. So it was, they were pushing me. Yeah.
And do you think that if you would have stayed there and kept real estate as part-time, would you be able to be successful?
Not as successful. I would be successful, but not as successful. Yeah.
Can you share a time you faced rejection or failed a deal, and what did you learn from it?
Yeah, you fall forward in real estate all the time. Like, from calling people and getting all these no's. Like, in entrepreneurship, we get so many no's. We get so many doors not opened. Recently I had, a seller questioning me, like making me think that I wasn't good enough, you know? And I had to go back and realize, no, you have sold over 100 homes. You know what you're doing, you know? And so it happens. It's still going to happen. It's going to happen throughout my career. And from those failures, I'm going to learn and just get better.
Who was that one person that believed in you during your toughest real estate season?
My partners, my husband. So whenever I feel like I'm being lazy, because it happens, like in this business, you can get tired. We have an accountability group, and my friend Yasmin, and right now Tanya, like we just hop on, we hold each other accountable. And my husband, he always has, like, he's always pushing me, he's always encouraging me. We're actually a team, we work together.
And how is it like working with him and your group right now?
It's really good because I feel safe. I feel safe when I do open houses with him, or we partner. Like, he's the one that will go super early to put the signs out. And as realtors, that's one thing we don't like to do. So that helps me a lot. And it just takes a lot of stress off of me having him by my side too.
What personal values guide the way you treat your clients?
I love God. I love Jesus, so I am going to treat them like if I'm serving him, right? And I want them to see a little bit of light through me. So that's my desire, is for them to see a little bit of Jesus through me. So that's why I treat them that way. And I want them to feel like either they're a brother, a sister, my parent. Like, I want them to feel that way. I don't want them to feel like they're just a transaction, because they're not.
That's really good, faith-based. Honestly, personally, I know you through you helping us, my family, and what you just described right now is really how we felt, so I could attest to that. And you walked in us like if we were your brother or sister. So
thank you.
That was really good. I like that.
You're stuck with me for life.
Let's see. How was your definition of success evolved since your first listing?
Well, I guess taking it back to Kaiser, right? Like, when I first started, I had to work around my Kaiser schedule. I had to work from after work every weekend. And then now that I'm not doing that, I work for myself. And it didn't start this way. It was definitely hard work that has given me freedom. So now I am able to take vacations when I want to. I don't have to ask somebody for the days off. I don't have to worry about the seniority, right? I'm able to work from home and be with my kids, be more present as a wife, as a mother. That's success for me. While I'm working and doing something that I absolutely love at a high level.
Of course. Would you say it's easy to procrastinate since you do have the freedom like that, or have you already accustomed to it?
Yeah, you can procrastinate. But as long as you give yourself a schedule and you stick to that schedule, then you're going to be successful. Like my business is very, very basic, you know, like I stick to like the basics. It's hard work, but as long as you follow the basics, you follow the schedule, you're going to be successful.
Yeah. What's your philosophy on building long-term relationships in real estate?
Just being honest, being true to your clients, looking out for their best interests. I know that I did the right thing if they send me referrals, right? If they send me their family and their friends, I know that they were happy with my service.
Yeah.
And right now, like the majority of my business is referral based. So that makes me feel like they were happy.
Yeah. Just word of mouth. Huh?
Word of mouth, yeah. That's like how I'm able to feed my family.
Yeah. What daily habits or routines keep you grounded and performing at your best?
My schedule. Just sticking to the schedule. Like everything from picking up my kids to appointments to dental appointments, that's all in my schedule. If it's not in my schedule, it's not happening.
Yeah.
So I have to stick to that schedule.
Yeah. And how do you stay motivated, especially during slow seasons or tough markets?
I struggled when I would look at negative stuff on the news and on social media. So during COVID, it was really, really scary because a lot of people were talking about the recession, which it was a recession, but it was such a busy market in real estate, but not at the beginning. At the beginning, it was really, everything stalled. The banks started holding the loans, not closing them, right?
Yeah.
So I got into my head and I got really freaked out because everybody on social media was like negative stuff. So now what I do is that I just don't look at that.
Yeah.
I stay away from it. I determine the market. As long as I work hard, then I'm going to have a successful career. But if I look at that negative stuff, then I'm going to want to be depressed, you know?
Yeah.
So
Wow,
I don't
good.
do that. Yeah.
So, I mean, that kind of leads you to say, like, is there such thing as a slow market or a slow time? Or would it depend on?
It depends on your hard work. Yeah, it depends on your work. So in real estate, you hear it all the time is that whatever you did 90 days ago is going to determine your next few months.
That's good.
So if you worked hard the last 90 days, then you're going to have a business. But if you take time off, that's what's going to determine your slowness. And if you don't follow your schedule, if you don't work, and you have to build those relationships.
Yeah.
It goes back to all of the basic stuff. It's building relationships and working hard and being true, sticking to the schedule.
Yeah. And how important is it to keep that positive mindset in what could be such a negative world or industry?
Choosing your circle, having like a good team. Like I have a coach, right? I have somebody that, like, if I am feeling down or if I am feeling like my business is not where it needs to be, I have somebody. I have an amazing mentor. That's one thing that I feel like in any business, when you're an entrepreneur, you need to have a mentor. Someone that is doing it at a high level, and surround yourself around people that are positive. If you're surrounded around people that are negative, you're gonna have that negative mindset. So pick your circle carefully. And
what's one of the best things that's really stuck with you till this day that your mentor has spoken to you?
Work hard. He's a veteran as well. He's an Army veteran, so that was easy for me to choose him because he's black and white. So he can look at my my schedule, or he can look at my pipeline and tell me how I'm gonna do the next 3 to 6 months. So as long as I work, then I'm good to go. And then accountability, staying accountable.
What advice would you give to new agents trying to lead with heart and integrity?
If you have a heart to serve, this business is for you, right? I'm a faith-based person, so like as long as you do things with, like if you're serving the Lord, God is gonna bless you. I know that every client that I help, it's because the Lord sent them. And sometimes it's very, very hard transactions, but I know that He knew that I was capable of doing it. You know, so as long as you have that heart to serve, in real estate, yes, you can make good money, But if you put the client first, then you're going to do amazing. Mission over commission. As long as you have that mindset, then you're going to do good.
Yeah, that's really good. What kind of impact do you hope to leave on the families and communities that you serve?
I hope that they see a little bit of, like, as long as I touch them and they can see a little bit of God, that he does exist. Yeah. Then I did my job. And as long as they're happy, right?
Yeah,
and they get their keys.
Yeah. If you could talk to yourself when you first got your real estate license, what would you say?
Girl, you don't know you're about to do this full time. This is going to be your full-time business. Like, keep going. Don't stop. Everything that you're doing, all your sacrifices, it's going to be worth it.
What do you want to be remembered for? Not just as a realtor, but as a person.
A loving wife, a loving mother, someone that people could count on. Not only as a realtor, but as like a friend, a sister, like that. My family knows that, like, if you are in my circle, that I'm gonna have your six all the time. Like, I'm gonna have your back all the time, and someone that loves Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, I mean, that comes to our end of our interview. I mean, short and sweet, and thank you for being here with us today.
No, thank you for having me.